What's up, y'all? Welcome back. So, you remember that acid metal idea that I came up with a couple weeks ago? Well, it turns out I hate it. So, I'm just going to shelf that idea for right now and I'm going to come up with a different idea, a little bit of a different vibe, and we'll see where we can take it. And it involves this. It's a slide. It's a guitar slide. It's just glass, nothing special, but I'm gonna use it to play metal because I'm crazy like that. Um, do I know how to play slide guitar? No. Is that gonna stop me? Also, no. So we're gonna go ahead and lay some riffs down, and we'll see if we can come up with a general vibe. So we're in Ableton right now. I've got my typical industrial drum kit here. And I'm feeling sort of like a halftime, kind of like a something like that. And I'm just gonna kind of lay it down and tweak it just as I go. So there's our general vibe. I'm just gonna kind of clean it up. This hits a little bit early. We're just gonna bring it there. All right. And there we go. So there's our drum beat. I'm gonna kind of repeat this a few times. I'm also gonna turn down that hi-hat. It's loud as hell. There we go. Okay. Sounds like triplets kinda. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I like those. I like that triplet right at the end. Triplets make a cool feel. I like kind of switching up the pulse and fills. Just kind of keeps it interesting as we lead from one phrase to the next. But yeah, we got guitars down here. So yeah, we got the guitars down there. Once again, Nolly, effects down here, parallel processing for separate left and right channels, and some basic EQ and compression. I'm not going too crazy this time. But this is the fun part because now we get to mess around with the slide. So I'm kind of feeling like that sort of sliding power chord sort of thing. Oh God, that's cool. That's so cool. Okay, let's put down that real quick. I could probably stand to get that ending a little bit cleaner. Let's do that one more time. Okay, that was pretty good. So I think we got ourselves a solid chorus riff. I think we can go ahead and get down maybe a verse or something like that, just something rhythmic. It's something that I want to be able to play while wearing the slide, so I'm gonna keep this thing on. But yeah, we're gonna get down just something rhythmic, something sparse, something simple. I don't want to go too crazy this time. Let's just get something down. Okay, I prefer the second half of that. Let's see. Okay, I think I got that. Let's re-record that. I do want to do something kind of on the top strings, so like a. Oh wait, Oh, dude, wait. All right, that's the one. Let's get it down. All right, it was close, but I can get that cleaner. Let's get it cleaner. I still suck at pinch harmonics. God damn it. It's okay. We'll get it one more time. Okay. That felt pretty good. I think I'm going to record that just one more time just for good measure. And then we'll move on. We'll put something else down. Decent, mate. I think that was it. Yeah, I think we're ready to move on. I'm going to go ahead and rearrange these just before I forget. We've got them at least in some kind of order now. I think I want to lay down one more riff, and I want it to be more on the rhythmic side. So we're going to be doing a little bit more of the... I definitely like the second half of that better. We're just gonna chop it up. Copied and pasted over. Here we go. Let's see if I can get that any cleaner. All right, I think that's the one. This one was egregiously early, so I'm just gonna... There we go. So we're just gonna duplicate that over. So we've got 3 riffs here, one of which is more of a legato, smoother kind of thing, and then both of these on either side are more rhythmic, more stuttery. I do kind of want to play around with more of the legato sort of sound. We're gonna get some more drums over here. I think I have another idea. So the vibe is just kind of loose chugs, punctuated by something like that. I don't know. I'm just going to play around with patterns and see what I can come up with. Okay, I do like the idea of the kind of ending super high there. Kind of like way up here. That could be kind of a breakdown almost, actually. Oh, wait a second. Okay, that could be a cool lead up to something. I'm gonna get that original thing down real quick, and then we'll continue to mess around. God, that's cool. Okay, let's listen to that back. Let's see what it sounds like. Wow, that's sick. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. All right, I'm getting that down real quick, because that's going to lead into something I can already tell. Oh, dude. That's the one. That's the one. I just need to hear. I need to hear. I need to hear this. I need it. Oh, it sounds very I don't know, it sounds kind of old school a little bit almost. Okay. So we're just going to take a tour through the riffs that we've got so far. So there's that. We got this one. So that's definitely our chorus riff. We got something else here, the rhythmic thing. And we got this. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch these two around, and then we'll play these in this order. Dude, it does not even have proper drums on it, and I'm already loving this. Okay, so speaking of proper drums, we've just got this one pattern right here. And that's cool. That's cool. But come on, we can't have this pattern playing for the whole song, can we? So I think I'm gonna spend a little bit of time fleshing these things out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the guitar away for right now, and we're gonna come back to these drums, and we're gonna put some variation in there. Let's see. So right away, I wanna do some drums up in her. So right away for this breakdown, I'm feeling some kind of halftime like ga 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 ga. Like that's gonna be the top beat on the cymbals there. So I'm gonna go ahead and record these halftime cymbals real quick, and we're gonna do that on the China because it sounds more intense. So let's do it. Now we just need to work on a kick and snare pattern. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna keep the kick and snare kind of sparse, and then we're gonna really fill up the low end with some type of bass that I'm gonna add later. Okay, actually, I want to line up the snares with the slides there. All right, what are we gonna do with this fill right there? Let's see, some toms maybe. Sounds a little bit cheesy, like we're dipping into kind of old school cheese territory. I think I could come up with something a little bit more interesting there. Let's try. Let's see let's see what else we can come up with there. So I'm feeling a little bit of a ghost note moment here, actually. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So I'm gonna focus my attention on the second half now. So we could do like an extra China hit here, maybe. Let's get the snares in. So we're gonna get a da da as like a main hit ghost note, you know? Bring that over. And then we're gonna do, let's see, mid tom here, and then floor tom. That's awesome. All right, and let's hear it with the guitars. Sick, nasty. All right, let's focus up on this section over here. We're just gonna keep it simple there because it's a big old build up. So yeah. I don't know, I'm getting kinda tired of the cymbals on every downbeat here. Although this is the area kind of the highest impact. So I think what I'm gonna do is change up the drum patterns in these sections, especially like the more rhythmic sections, you know? Yeah, so this is where we can go crazy actually with the drum patterning. I don't know what exactly that's gonna sound like yet, but we're just gonna wing it, honestly. Right off the bat, I know I can make this a China. 'Cause that's the chorus. We want it more opened up, we want it more full, we want it more epic. I almost wonder if we do away with the hi-hats here. So what I can do is kind of have the main groove play over these verses, and then I can come up with some auxiliary percussion to kinda go around it. I think that's what I'm gonna do, at least here with the more sparse riff. So we're back after a short break, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and program some bass over top some of these riffs. I've got a little Serum preset right now. Very industrial, very grimy, very just gritty and down there. And so I think I'm gonna start with kind of the easier sort of thing. So I know immediately that I want the bass to kind of follow this chorus riff, just the. All right, that's pretty good. So we got the chorus, and then that's pretty good. We'll do this over here now. Doesn't sound very rhythmic, but I guess we could lower the volume down there too and just have the bass occupy the low frequencies while we have the guitar holding down the rhythm part. I think on this section here, I'm going to do some pitch dives on the bass as well, just to correspond with the slides. I'm going to do that on the minor ninth just to create some dissonance. Maybe the major seventh here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lengthen these now. That's cool. Okay, so we've got bass. I think to cap this off, I'm gonna mess around with some kind of auxiliary percussion, and we're gonna see what fits where. We're just gonna come up with some cool industrial sounding percussion sounds, and that's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, so I've got some auxiliary percussion recorded, and all together, this is what it all sounds like. So that sounds really cool. It just adds a little bit of texture to everything else going on. And I'm just going to go ahead and re-enable these tracks, and we're going to be able to hear it in context. So between all this percussion and the drums, bass, and guitars, I think we've got a very solid starting point. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. This was really fun, actually. I wasn't expecting the slide to work so well on the metal guitar, but I guess if you treat it right, it sounds really cool. And now I want to learn how to play slide guitar for reals. So I'm going to be doing that in my spare time instead of finding a girlfriend. Look, we don't play guitar because it gets us laid, right? We play it because it's fun. At any rate, I appreciate y'all watching this video. If you liked what you saw, feel free to like the video. If you want to see more in the future, feel free to subscribe and remember to hit the bell as well. If you want to see anything in particular in the future, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And with that all being said, y'all take care of yourselves. I'll see you around.